A year and a half ago I uploaded a single pickup shootout between a Les Paul Junior and an Esquire. Today I want to add a sequel to that single pickup shootout by pitting my Les Paul Junior against my Firebird 1 and see how much they differ. Usually I go from clean to dirty in these videos, so let's do it the other way around this time, starting with the dirty tones and getting cleaner with each comparison. For this first part I will be using my Deep Trip Page Bender fuzz. In all these clips the guitars are set the same. Both have their volume pods wide open. The Les Paul Junior has the tone on 7 and the Firebird 1 has the tone on 4 to get the best matching results. Now let's start playing and comparing. Clearly they both do a great job at dirty sounds, and I usually prefer single pickup guitars for the fuzzy stuff. The Les Paul Junior sounds a bit fatter and the Firebird 1 has a bit more bite, but I don't prefer one over the other at this point. For the next part I'll dial back the dirt and use my way huge Red Llama instead of the fuzz. Everything else is still set the same as it was before. Here the differences get a bit bigger, as you can hear that the Firebird starts to sound a bit more nasal. Still, I think it's a matter of personal preference as to which one you would prefer. I'll dial it back once more and turn off the Red Llama in exchange for a Blues Breaker style overdrive, so now we'll be in your average medium gain rock territory. Now the differences become pretty clear to me. Besides the sound differences, I also feel how they respond differently when you're playing. The Firebird 1 lacks a sustain and fullness that the Junior has, which becomes noticeable when riffing without the aid of some extra gain like I had before. If you rewatch those last parts, you can see and hear that on the beginning of the track, I played different on both guitars. Once the chords come in, the Firebird sounds a lot more open and detailed, and it starts to feel a lot nicer to play it. Now I'm getting rid of all dirt pedals and just let the amp do the work on the edge of breakup. I'll try to keep it dynamic and see how both guitars respond. Here I think both sound great, but the brighter sound of the Firebird 1 gives it more detail and openness. So I think it shines at the cleaner stuff, where the Les Paul Junior is a clear winner for me when it comes to your average mid-gain stuff. Once it gets more dirty than that, they're both great in different ways. Overall, I personally prefer my Junior at this point, but it's the guitar that I had the longest of the two, and I also upgraded the bridge to an intonated brass wraparound bridge. The Firebird lacks a bit of sustain and it feels a bit more tight to play, which I think could be down to the bridge. It's also a bit more difficult to tame the Firebird and find the sweet spot. Ultimately, I think both guitars are cool, but I would like to know which one you prefer, so let me know in the comments down below. And please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll see you next time.